And it's not just how the dogs learn, we learn the same way. So having some learning theory can help you teach your clients, because if our clients aren't compliant, we're struggling. So if we can figure out a way to positively reinforce our clients, or to create a classical conditioning situation where they learn to love hearing this information, it makes it all the better.
Positive reinforcement works on spouses too.
My name is Brad, and I've been
Brad
positively
says he's living
reinforced.
proof of that. So classical conditioning, operant conditioning, talk about the function of behaviors, reinforcement schedules, and how these theories work in the real world. We're only talking about classical conditioning for about the next 30 minutes. So the history of it, how it works, how are we going to apply that in dog training, and then really using classical conditioning. Over 100 years ago.
Victoria talked about Ivan Pavlov earlier, who is actually studying the salivation of dogs, and by the ringing, we've all heard of Pavlov's dogs. He rang a bell, they salivated. One thing predicted another. I see that in my own dog. If I pull up to the drive-through window at the bank, there is drool going down the side of my car long before that little drawer comes out with a biscuit and my receipt in there. So that is classical conditioning. One thing predicting another.
Yeah, so he realized that they salivated when they saw the food dish. And so he realized that the dogs associated some sort of stimuli, like the food bowl, like in our homes, right? The cheese wrapper in the refrigerator. Does your dog come running? Yeah, classically conditioned. So there's an association between those two. He also discovered that timing is really, really important. If the stimulus is presented close enough in time to the food, then things are paired. If the timing is off, then we don't have that pairing. We're hoping that when you came in today, that there was a nice pairing of our welcoming you, and you're feeling welcome in this environment. So from the time you entered this room, we're hoping that you were developing a positive emotional response to being here. And we're going to continue to try to do that all week. But if too much time elapses, the two aren't paired. So if you came and sat down for 30 minutes and we ignored you and didn't pay any attention to you, and then we said, oh, well, hi, how are you? And walked away, then that would, that we wouldn't have paired that appropriately.